Hi everybody, this is A.D.Prodan. I'm an Amazon author. I have this opportunity to discuss a little bit about one of my favorite books that I've written in 2016. It's called The Little Bubble, Being One with the Universe. So a lot of people are asking about why is it called The Little Bubble. It seems to be a funny name. It could be a funny name. I came to this concept to the fact that there are a lot of bubbles around the us. So since you know the bubble.com and the economical bubble and all in all, everybody is in a bubble, if you know it or you don't know it. Now the thing is, what I expect you to do is to give yourself time to understand whether you're in a bubble or not. That's why I've written this book, to give ideas, to give support and understanding. But basically, we live in a very comfortable zone, and at some time, or many of times, we tend to believe that we are so great, so high, and we're doing fantastic, and there's nobody like us. And obviously it happens to myself, it happens to you, it happens to everybody. So what is with this little bubble? The concept is very simple. It's just maybe two how to say it, to make it so easy to understand. We all have ego. Now, in order to give up on your ego, or to give up on our ego, we need to understand that we are living in an environment that is filled with energy, and we have to be connected. And the connection is so beautifully done once you are on a good path, or you are generating good vibes. So what does this little bubble has to do with all our lives? Well, to make it fun, to make it more acceptable, it's also fiction, it's also philosophical approach, and the little bubble basically is the way I made it, is immortal. It takes care of our dreams, our hopes, and basically whether you feel great as a manager, whether as a leader, and you're proud of yourself, and you stick to your ego, yeah, and then you feel such a great personality. Well, what I will recommend is that get the book, read it, review it, and you can read any chapter at any time. What we're going to give you is going to give you an insight how to be on top of your game and transcend the mind's limits. And what happens is, once you discover who you really are, you will be transcending the boundaries of your mind, and you could master yourself. The book is going to surprise you by its simplicity, and I'm revealing a lot of secrets. And that's the best thing that you could um, get out of it. That is your benefit. And you know, every time something happens to you, even if you fail, it is a good lesson. You could learn something out of it. So when you're in a disadvantage, seek for the benefit. Seek for the advantage in the disadvantage, if you know what I mean. So the bubble, the little bubble, is going to take care of you. It's taking care of everybody. I know it sounds funny, but there is something in it. Who is actually going to give to us an understanding that we are wrong? Who is going to tell you that you're doing wrong? That your ego is so great? So, you know, this is why the little bubble is going to teach you, is going to take care of you, is going to give you a chance to recover yourself, to improve yourself, and there you go. This is a moment to inspire you. I'm looking at the computer and I take few words or from my Twitter account. I am posting on Twitter everything that I feel is important, is inspiring, is motivating, and that's related so much to the book. And if you're gonna have a look just to the beginning of the book, you're going to understand that it's not a joke, it is serious, and we have all to work with ourselves. Now, there are moments you need inspiration, there are moments you have to be connected with your inner being. What does it mean? We all live in a sort of environment where everybody's interacting, communicating, but the communication is so subtle. Most of the time, you don't even understand it. You need to be conscious about who you are, and that's going to reveal a lot of secrets. You have to know where you have to be. So you have many opportunities, moments to shine and spread the love. So mostly you can do it if you trust yourselves. Yeah, you give up on your thoughts, on your doubts, and then you get further and give something back to the society, to other people. It doesn't matter, it's a family members, could be friends, colleagues, it doesn't matter. So every single day there's an opportunity to improve, to become better. That's the secret. So a power greater than body, mind and soul will take over the universe. That's the spirit, the greatest manifestation of all things beyond matter, thoughts and desires and time. That's the spirit. So inside you find the resources to be greater. I hope you're gonna take the best of it, because we have all attitude, we have personalities. We most of the time we're so difficult to ourselves. We don't speak about others, So we most of the time we tend to be fake. We fake the experience as a human being. In general, we fake it, So it doesn't matter you're in a great company and then you want to play the game. It doesn't work. All you have to do is be who you are. It doesn't matter the rules, it doesn't matter whatever the procedures, rules, regulations, all this is just so much BS, because at the end of the day, who's going to define you in front of your staff, in front of your family members? So all you have to do is give so much to one another, like attention, good attention, support, motivation, inspiration, advice, guidance, and respect. You know, that's very important. And so if you want to have a great experience in general, you have to experience, to learn. You know, you have to share, and obviously then you can teach others. But in order to make a change, it is imperative to gain knowledge and skills by putting effort through a specific and consistent way. Be specific, be a good timekeeper, and keep going. You make mistakes, it doesn't matter. You try. And it's all about balance, being conscious and connected, and positively driven personality. And just live in the present. We all tend to be in the past, in the future, and so on. But all in all, yeah, you have to know what you really want. So basically, we need people to be wise, first of all, because a lot of people fake, artificial, and it doesn't help. This is the reason why law of attraction has such a impact on the society now. Understands that law of attraction does work. Whatever you do the most, that is going to define you, even now, even in the future. But in the future, you'll be able to understand why things happen that way. It's just because you put into the existence through your mind, through your thoughts, projections, or your vision, and you made unconscious effort or conscious effort to manifest, to bring something into existence, into your life. It's not only is going to affect you, it's going to affect others. So the best point is here to understand it. Be positive, be good, and then others will be also transformed. It's a common sense, and you have to have wisdom. And it's not only imagination. Don't think of that I've written this book because I have such a great imagination. You have great imagination. Everybody has resources, being creative, and could write so much better. And there are lots of people that wrote great books, but not everybody can see them this way because they didn't have a great marketing plan or whatever. It's not about that. It's just about how much you can energize through your words, through your deeds, and so on. So you have to spread the love to others, and miracles will happen. You'll be surprised as you will understand that everybody has a mission. So what is your mission? Right? Do you prefer the success now or later? You want to be up or down? What do you prefer, success or failure? And others will prefer all or nothing. And there is no one able to judge, but people will judge, will criticize, and it depends how you look at it. Nobody likes to be criticized, but there are critics, and sometimes good critics, or the criticism is good. It depends how you look at it. Right. Eventually you'll figure it out, and you could become your own boss, or you can just be a better leader, or you just be a better person. Every day, every week, every month is a new opportunity. Um, so I hope you're gonna get the book, you're gonna read it, you're gonna enjoy it, and then I hope you're gonna understand the change that it's for a good reason, which is like, if you have a vision, then you envision your and your goals, and realize that you can make it happen, um, by attracting things in your life, and then the change will happen. And to those that they see themselves in a certain role or in a certain situation, by projecting your thoughts, and you can have sustain this great vision of your life, and eventually you'll succeed. You're gonna enjoy it, and others will enjoy it. So be wise and express continuously all that you love. And of course, you can amuse yourselves and embrace all that every single day is giving to you. Don't be attached to the mobile platforms, or expect something from the government, or have negative thoughts about yourselves or others, and don't make wrong decisions, and have a vision, and just get out of your comfort zone and procrastination, and trying to be tricky in general, or have no desire to improve, have no projects or whatsoever. Like now, the actual factor and trend is about this, AI that could influence people and to buy into your idea in order to improve your assets. That's called the artificial intelligence, and of course it's great. It's gonna help. You have to understand that whatever is fake, whatever is artificial, is not going to progress much unless it's sustained by a divine vibe, or still by humans. Even though machineries could take over the world, it is not going to dominate in any way, because whatever the artificiality in this, whatever the robotics, whatever is still created by humans, with their desires, and is sustained in a way. And if there are no humans, this will be obviously difficult to predict that will exist or coexist with one another. An artificial world is, it's a very unpredictable future. Most of the visionaries, most of people will say, "Oh, is this possible? A robotic world?" Well, let me tell you this: the most sustainable aspect is the natural way, the connected way, the only way that is given by God. If was to be given the robotic way, it's given now. It's given access through the knowledge from humans to create things. It's not the robots creating things. We have given to the robots support, and now the supports are paying back. But everything comes through human understanding. And if the artificiality is going to develop, is going to teach us something, that's not bad anyway. So I hope that's not confusing anyone. And yeah, AI is great. Use it wisely. Anyway, to come back to the simple way of being is to be happy ourselves, and by being happy ourselves, we could make others people happier. And only advice is that you have to be, you love yourselves and you do what you love, you like others, and relax, meditate, and be natural. Or if you want, be neutral and silent your mind. And expect less. Don't attach to things. We attach to all the material things. You attach to the kids, you attach to the house, you attach to the cars, you attach to your job, you attach to your boss, you attach to friends, you attach to all things. Attachment does hurt when you lose it. Okay? The only good attachment is to be connected to the good vibes, to the universe, to something that is enlightening you, it is empowering you. The natural, nature is giving you the best tools, resources. Okay. Anyway, in general, what does create a buzz in the world is great stories. So, we like successful people, and whatever the science they has discovered from old ideas through the new approach. So in order to be on top of your game, you have to innovate, to inspire, and emphasize, and lead by example. And this is the reason why you have to introspect yourselves and try to lead by example. Be something that others could say, oh, I like this person for doing such great things. And see, these days everybody is looking up to Elon Musk. Everybody loves the guy. He's a genius, but he works hard. So is it because he read so much? Is it because he works so much? It's just the guy that's putting so much thinking into it. Whatsoever, the innovation, the knowledge, it is your desire, your involvement, and it's very subtle at the end. It is given to you, the chance, because you also pay attention, you involve yourself, mentally, emotionally, you believe in that thing, and the more attention you pay to it, that is like an infusion of whatever it is. So you have to have that great desire to transform things. Anyway, I guess what is important to everybody is to remain calm and accept the failure, or just support others and invest in yourselves. And you know why I say about this book is called A Little Bubble? It's just because we have to give up on our ego and give hope to others. That's all about it. That's important. And this is how you are a real winner. Leaders don't lead, they actually follow great principles. They set their expectations. So masters don't, they don't need disciples. Disciples need the master. Leader invest in others. A master don't need anything, but everything comes to them effortless. So there are things that we have to learn about every single day in order to create a life balance, to be satisfied, to understand your limit, and put the truth in general. That what you do is express, remain positive, express the inner value, and be wise and be conscious and consistent. So the best way is just to be natural, follow your guts, and look into yourselves. Fake or imply or dominate, it doesn't work. Trust me on that. Whatsoever the level of development in a natural environment and AI will always make it due to the human intervention only, unless there is a divine reset button, as I said. So Um, the main question is every single day you have to ask yourself, am I in a bubble? Find out more about the bubble in the right way. Why? Remember this, as I said, social media could be the bubble. You know, what next? The virtual life, the cryptocurrency, AI, you know, so many things that are coming new just in order to improve the assets of some individuals. So we are all different, but all of us we could consider we have to improve and more on and on before thinking, saying, or just judging others. We could be special or unique, and have the power to inspire and progress together. And what can you do today is one thing in particular is to motivate others. One powerful word could energize or inspire, and saying to others that you're doing good but not good enough, as most of the managers in some great companies consider. And you have to have the guts, the courage to be truthful and respectful to others and also to yourselves. And of course, at least you have to remember you have to make others happy in order to make others happy. And happiness is a kind of is linking to your emotions, and it's your mood, and then it creates waves in your mind and in your environment. So you don't need to be you don't need to promise things to others. You just need to be faithful at least. And so basically, what are we generating? The answer is simple. We are energy generators. Everything is filled with energy. Obviously, thinking of plastic is not energizing, but still, we have to remain connected to the nature and to let this flow of energy go in a high frequency, which is going to keep us greater, happier, and positive, as long as we are connected to all that is divine, you could say, all that is good at least. And it's nothing that you have to do out of your normal time. It's just be one with yourselves, be one with the universe, be on the good path. So get the right decision, make a choice, read the book that I advise you for, and you will get the chance to understand how easy it is to modify the way you see things and why things are happening in a way or another. And the funny part is that you will be discovering that there are bubble trainees and bubble masters and so on, and there are family of bubbles that are taking care of all of us. And at the end of the day, you will be a better yourself. And funny enough, I was